You can get the cards you need for today's Budget Magic deck and support the show from this episode's sponsor, Card Kingdom. Just follow the link in the description box down below. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Budget Magic. So as we wait for M19, and we will start exploring the new format next week, I believe, this week we are heading to Modern to play one last sweet Dominaria card, and that is Naban, Dean of Iteration. This is blue-white Naban, so it's sort of a wizard deck, but really it's like a 2-mana Panharmonicon deck that just has to play wizards, because Naban only triggers off wizards, but it's kind of like this sweet, value-y, enter the battlefield trigger-filled deck, and I think it's actually pretty fun and pretty good at like grinding out value against a lot of decks. So anyway, I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be fun. A quick reminder before we break down blue-white Naban for Modern. If you enjoy this deck and you enjoy Budget Magic in general, it would be amazing of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk blue-white Naban, starting with Naban, Dean of Iteration. So Naban, 2 mana, you get a 2/1 legend, human wizard. The big deal is it's basically a Panharmonicon, but only for wizards. If a wizard entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability on a permanent we control to trigger, we get to trigger it an extra time. And that is the ability we're looking to take advantage of in this deck. We're playing Naban on turn 2, then we're playing a ton of wizards with sweet enter the battlefield triggers. So for example, the key synergy of this deck is to play Naban and then generate tons of card advantage with Silvergill Adept, Seagate Oracle, and also Wistful Selkie. So these cards just come down, draw us a card, and then if we have a Naban out, they're drawing us 2 cards instead. When something like Silvergill Adept is drawing 2 cards for 2 mana, it's an extremely good deal for its mana cost. Wistful Selkie, not bad either, kind of like a divination that's hard to cast and leaves behind a 2/2 body. Seagate Oracle digs us for specific cards. We get to see 4 cards deep if we have Naban out. So with Naban, these cards just keep us churning through our deck, slowly adding bodies to the battlefield until eventually we can just overwhelm our opponent with small creatures and card advantage. Then we have our removal wizard. So Reflector Mage comes down, bounces something, doesn't let our opponent recast it right away, nicely on curve with Naban coming down at 3 mana. If we have Naban, it's bouncing 2 things and really setting our opponent back. And then Merfolk Trickster just does tricky, weird things, tapping down a creature, making it lose abilities. We can do it twice in a turn if we have Naban. Then we have Venser Shaper Savant, which might be my favorite card in this deck, because Venser, it's kind of like Reflector Mage, except it can hit spells, and more importantly, it bounces any permanent. So in the late game, we are often playing Naban, we get down a Venser, we bounce 2 of our opponent's lands, and hopefully we find another Venser because we're drawing so many cards, or Restoration Angel to blink Venser to bounce more things, and just put our opponent down to essentially 0 permanents on the battlefield. Plus, Venser also gives us a way to not just die to spell-based combo decks. If our opponent plays a huge Conflagrate, if they play a Ad Nauseam, Venser isn't a permanent answer, but at least it buys us a bit of time against those effects. Then we have kind of our finishing wizard, which is Master of Waves. So Master of Waves makes a bunch of elementals, 1 for each blue mana symbol we have on the battlefield, with things like Wistful Selkie, that's 3, Tricksters 2. So we're not really a devotion deck, but normally if we have 4 or 5 blue things on the battlefield, Master of Waves is going to be great. And that's not even considering the fact that if we have Naban out, we get to double up the number of elementals. So if we have 5 blue mana symbols plus Naban is one of them, we're getting like 20 power and toughness for 4 mana with Master of Waves. Of course, if our opponent can kill Master, things go badly, we lose everything, but it's still a great way to finish out the game in just like 1 or 2 attacks, because it puts so much power and toughness on the battlefield. Otherwise, Restoration Angel looks a little bit weird. Initially, I didn't have Restoration Angel. I was trying to be all wizards, but then I realized that we were losing to flyers, and Restoration Angel is just a really solid card, and it's insanely good with our Reflector Mages, with our Vensers, all those sweet enter the battlefield triggers, even just drawing 2 more cards with Silvergill Adept by blinking it with Resto at instant speed. Very, very powerful. So even though it's not a wizard itself, it works so well with Naban and all the wizards in our deck. Very much worth a slot in our deck. As far as removal, Path to Exile, as simple and straightforward as it can be. 1 mana, get rid of everything. Yes, our opponent gets a land, but it's more than worth the cost. In the mana base, we kind of have the typical modern blue-white budget mana base. Port Towns, Prairie Streams, Glacial Fortress, one Field of Ruin for Tron and also fixing, a bunch of basic lands. In the sideboard, we have Damping Sphere for Tron, also helps against Storm, Tormod Script for graveyard decks, Negate, just kind of a catch-all against control and combo, Sunscourge Champion, Condemn for aggro, Condemn giving us more removal. Sunscourge Champion is a wizard, so it's gaining us 4 if we have Naban when it first enters, and then when it eternalizes, that's 8 more, so it's a ton of life gain against a deck like Burn. Disenchant to deal with artifacts and enchantments, and that is blue-white Naban for Modern, and that is our budget magic deck for this week. So I'm excited for this one. I love Panharmonicon. Naban is an interesting twist on Panharmonicon, and we just get a ton of value. We're drawing so many cards, bouncing so many things, generally just annoying our opponent, and then redoing it all with Restoration Angel. So the deck is really fun, and it's oddly more competitive than it would look. Like, sure, Naban dies a lot, but thankfully, all of our cards are pretty good on their own. Our Reflector Mages and Restos and Vensers, they're all reasonable cards, even if we don't draw Naban or if Naban dies. So, pretty excited for this one. Let's get to the gameplay so you can see how it works. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Alright, budget magic time. Playing some blue-white Naban, and we're going to play some tap lands, but this hand, I guess, is relatively functional, especially if we can cast our stuff eventually. We will see. Would like to just draw some lands. Would be nice. Alright, Port Town, tapped. Pass the turn. Horizon Canopy for our opponent. Well, Port Town, reveal Prairie Stream. Silvergill, reveal Silvergill. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Alright, so our land situation's coming along. Opponent, if they're bogglesing, this might be bad. Ooh, alright. So humans, apparently. Meddling Mage. Well, let's see what our opponent names. I'm guessing Silvergill? Opponent names Master of the Pearl Trident. I guess that's a reasonable name when you've seen Silvergills, but it is not a magic card that is in our deck. How do we want to do this? Let's just Silvergill reveal Trickster. Draw a card. Play Prairie Stream. Get in with Silvergill. Pass the turn. We might actually be in pretty good shape here. Meddling Mage, part 2. Come on, name another merfolk that's not in our deck. Yes. Yes, we got him. We got him. I'll play the island. Go attacking. Opponent takes it. Pass the turn. Oh, the upside of playing Jank. Come on, Meddling Mage version 3 on what would you name next? Regery? Marrow Regery, I guess? Thalia. Alright. Well, alright, let's go for the blowout. Restoration Angel. Blank Silvergill. Draw a card. Block. Also block. Opponent passes. I'll play an island. Reflector Mage. Bounce Thalia. Opponent's realizing that we are not playing what they thought we were playing. And our... Their naming was not wrong based on what they saw, but it was very wrong based on what we were actually playing. Opponent cracks. Horizon Canopy. Opponent. Gonna Reflector Mage us back. Bouncing Resto is pretty painful, but yeah, they gotta do it. Yeah, let's just Trickster. Tap Reflector Mage. Untap. Go attacking. Put our opponent to 1. Play Prairie Stream. Wistful Selkie. Draw a card. Wistful Selkie. Draw a card. And I'm not sure our opponent can recover from this. Thankfully, this wasn't a ridiculously strong human start. Yep, opponent scoops it up. Alright, against humans, I don't think we change much. I think we're just trying to outvalue them. Run it back. Alright, this hand... one land. Not gonna cut it. This hand, 1 land. Oh, man. Alright. Trickster to the bottom. So if we go land, we got a shot. Selkie, Selkie, Selkie. That's not a land. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, maybe we should have just went to 5. Ether Vial. Opponent passes. Oh, boy. Well, pass the turn. Opponent. Taking up the vial. Ooh. Huh. Well, we're in such bad shape. We gotta go for it. If they can vial in another 1-drop, this is really bad. No vial. No vial. Whew. Okay. Land! Oh, boy. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, I guess we should have went to 5. Opponent taking up their vial. Meddling Mage. Names, path. Yep. Makes sense. Vials in. Thalia's Lieutenant. All right. And, okay. Okay, we won't scoop. Discard Master Waves. I think it's over, though. Magic Gods displeased. Opponent. Land. Vials in. Mantis Rider. Phantasmal Image. All right. And we will call it a day. All right. I mean, Magic Gods. Be nice. Game 3. At least we're on the play. All right. We get to play first, and we'll keep it. Little land heavy, but we'll see. Port Town, go. Reflector Mage is good. Cavern of Souls. On human. And Ether Vial. Opponent passes. Well, Silvergill's not a bad draw. Silvergill. Reveal Master Waves, draw a card. Alright, into Seagate Oracle. Things are shaping up. Vial. Dig it up. Cavern of Souls. Still on human. Vials in. Champion. Plays a champion. Oh my god. How many champions does our opponent have? Opponent passes. Well, play an island. Get in with Silvergill. Reflector Mage. Bounce the bigger champion. Pass the turn. Well, maybe we can tempo him out. Naban would be sweet. Ziggurat for our opponent. Here comes Mantis Rider. Yep. Pumps champion. Opponent gets it. Well, we will take it. Venser is pretty sweet. We'll play Prairie Stream. Pass the turn. Hoping for a resto blowout. Vial up to 3. Tap land. We know our opponent has at least one champion in hand. Plays champion. Yup. Grows the dorks. Freebooter. Gives our opponent a peek, but doesn't really do anything. Yup. Yup. Well, opponent knows what's coming now. This should mean that our opponent can't attack. Opponent. Interesting. Well, I mean, yeah, resto? Blink Reflector Mage. Vials in. Reflector Mage. Okay. Grows the dorks. Grows the dorks. Oh, interesting. Bounces our Reflector Mage. Well, we get free kill on Mantis Rider. Opponent passes. Play an island. Pass the turn. Oh, these Reflector Mages are going to be good. Naban would be such a sweet draw. Vial staying on 3. Land for our opponent. 1 card in hand. 1 card in hand. We might be taking down the best deck in the format. Another champion. Opponent goes attacking. Well, let's Venser. Bounce big champion. Block champion. Opponent. Replace champion. Yup. Well, let's Seagate Oracle. Take the island. Play the island. Reflector Mage. The bigger champion. And I think we start attacking. Opponent down to 15. Vial. Meddling Mage. See what our opponent names. Master of Waves. Alright. Opponent gets in for 1. Oh, there's Naban. Play Naban. Play Reflector Mage. Bounce champion. Bounce Meddling Mage. And this is where we want to be. Attack, attack, attack. Yeah, opponent blocks. Next turn we get to double Master of Waves, and there's a good chance that's just game. Vial. Staying at 3. Huh? Why is that possible? Didn't we just bounce that with Reflector Mage? I'm very confused. Vials in. Mantis Rider. Opponent gets in. Gets in. Yup. Well, we'll take it. Down to 13. I'm still not sure why they could cast that Meddling Mage. Get rid of Meddling Mage. Opponent gets a land. Whew. Oh, lordy. Merfolk Trickster. And opponent scoops it up! We got there! Taking down humans! Naban! Naban! Outvaluing probably the best deck in Standard. Sweet. Alright, budget magic time. Playing some blue-white Naban in Modern. And we only have 2 lands, but we only need 1 more for this hand to be sweet. 2 more for it to maybe be great. And we got Naban, so we'll give it a shot. worst case, we do have stuff we can do at 2 mana. Prairie Stream, go. Opponent, Flooded Strand, uh-oh. Control, Central, Watery Grave, and Cerm Visions. Well, odds of Naban living not super high. We might be able to outvalue our opponent, though. We do have a lot of good enter the battlefield creatures. Glacial Fortress, and yeah, let's just Naban. Pass the turn. Really rooting for a land next turn. For Wistful Selkie. Street Wraith. Bloodstained Mire. Opponent cracks it. Blood Crypt. Untapped. Terminates Naban. Come on, land! Untap blue source. Just an island, please, deck. Island? Ugh. Alright, pass the turn. Ay, ay, ay. Really wanted that land there. Faithless Looting for our opponent. This is kind of a unique Death Shadow deck. Apparently Faithless Looting just everywhere. Discards Looting and Stubborn Denial. Polluted Delta. Cracks Polluted Delta. Watery Grave. Down to 9. And Death Shadow. Well, I mean, I think we just path. And it works. Go back to rooting for lands. We can definitely tempo Death Shadows quite a bit here. Gets an island. Land? No. Well, I mean, another path is not the worst draw. Thought Scours. Mills some stuff. Street Wraith down to 7. There might be a world where these tricksters are literally going to trick our opponent to death. That's something I could see happening here. Because they go so low on life that, like, Trickster, tap your thing, attack. Like, that could be lethal at some point. Looting is back. Opponent's probably looking for another Death Shadow. Discard Snapcaster, Teamer Battle Rage, plays a land, cracks the land, Swamp, and Gurmag Angler. Opponent's passing. Well, let's Trickster. Tap Angler. Land? No. Well, get in with Trickster. Hit our opponent. Silvergill. Reveal Selkie. Alright, there's a land finally. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. 2 cards in hand. 3 cards in hand. I feel like we're close to winning this game. Opponent. Whoa. Alright, sure. We'll take it. Down to 15. Opponent passes. We'll go to combat. Attack. Snapcaster Mage. For terminate. Yep. Opponent blocks. And terminates. We'll play the island. Let's just Reflector Mage. Bounce Angler. Pass the turn. Faithless Looting for our opponent. Discards. Thought Scours. Did they find a Death Shadow? Alright, Inquisition can take our path or our Trickster. Takes the path. And passes. Passes. Well, hit our opponent to 2. Play Seagate Oracle. Take a path. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? What do you got? We're close. We're close to actually closing this out. There's the Angler. Opponent passes. Well, Path Angler. Opponent has Stubborn Denial. Play an island. Play Wistful Selkie. Draw a card. And let's just pass. Plan on Trickstering down the blocker and winning next turn. Opponent likely has a Snapcaster for Fatal Push in hand. Untaps. Opponent thinking over their options. I feel like we're in decent shape at least. Opponent goes to combat and passes. Well, Trickster. Tap down Angler. Play the island. And Poe scoops it up. We got there. We got there. Whoo, taking down Death Shadow. Well, bring in the 2 Condemns. That's our main hate card for this matchup. Go down maybe like 1 Master of Waves and 1 Wistful Selkie. And let's just try like that. That worked. That worked. That worked. All right. Oh, man, this hand. Lots of tap lands. Tap land, tap land, tap land. C8 Oracle. That's pretty slow. We're going to mulligan. We're going to keep this. Ugh. Keep the island. 3 pass is actually insane. Assuming we are able to cast them at some point. But that's one of our best answers to Death Shadow, so hard to actually ship it. Blood Crypt for our opponent. Untapped. Grim Lavamancer. That is annoying. Play an island. Pass the turn. Opponent. Faithless Looting. Stocking up the graveyard for Mr. Lavamancer. Opponent. Death Shadow, Bolt discarded. Cracks Flooded Strand. Watery Grave. Untapped. Opponent passes. Well, I mean, Silvergill, Reveal Trickster. We just want to hit our land drops. Like, sure, it's going to get mowed down by Lavamancer, but... Okay. Island's a land. It doesn't let us cast these triple pass, but... Fatal Push. Takes down Silvergill. Opponent gets in. 4-1. Yep. Down to 19. Come on, white mana. Gurmag Angler. White mana? That's white mana. So Port Town, reveal the land. Oh. Yeah, let's just pass. Yeah, let's pass. See what happens. I'd really like to Venser the Gurmag Angler, since our opponent's so light on cards in their graveyard. Okay. Thought Scour. Alright, now we'll path it. Would love for our opponent to attack us. That would be a dream come true. Otherwise, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to path a Lavamancer, which feels pretty bad. Because it does kind of just mow down all of our stuff. Opponent. No attacks. I'll play an island. Pass the turn. Faithless Looting. Okay. Yeah, we are going to have to spend a path. Bolt, Terminate, discarded. Opponent fights Polluted Delta. Cracks Polluted Delta. Blood Crypt. Untap down to 11. There's a Death Shadow. Well, Path Lavamancer. Yep. Down to 17. Gets a land. Opponent passes. Well, play the land. Path Death Shadow. Pass the turn. And we'll see. Could use some of our card draw, dorks. Opponent does have this Faithless Looting. 2 Faithless Lootings to keep churning through their deck. Young Pyromancer. Well, let's Venser it. Minimize the amount of mana our opponent has to cast spells. Young Pyromancer returns. Opponent passes. Well, go attacking. Play Port Town. Tapped. Pass the turn. Upkeep. Trickster. Opponent does have a spell. Terminates. Makes a token. Well, tap Pyromancer. We were mostly just trying to shut off the ability. Was the main upside of that plan. Cycle Street Wraith. Thought Seizes. Definitely soft to another Death Shadow. 2 are down, though. Opponent. Resto would be a great draw. Well, go attacking. Step 1. Opponent blocks. Play Oracle. Aww. Into double land. Play a land. Aye! Double land is not what we were hoping for. Now Faithless Lootings are going to do some work for our opponent. We really wanted a Resto there, or worst case, another redraw creature. Land was not what we were hoping for. Snapcaster. Uh-oh. Oh, Resto would have been so good. For Lightning Bolt. Bolt's Oracle. Yep. And passes. Well, there's the Resto. Well, pass the turn. We're on the steal the game with Resto plan. Faithless Looting. Makes a token. Discards. Goes to combat. Gets in with Snapcaster. Alright. Yep. Down to 15. Well, let's Resto. Hope for no more Terminates. Blink Trickster. Tap down Pyromancer. Untap. Big draw. Get in with Resto. Opponent down to 3, 2. Alright. No Terminates. One more turn. No Terminates. Thought Scours makes a token. Yeah, sure. We got to fade it for 1 turn. They do get to Faithless Looting 1 more time. 2 Terminates are out of the deck, though. I guess Fetch Land plus Fatal Push Tech. Oh, no, they hit it. Oh, goodness, they hit it. Wow. Yup. There goes our Resto. We do not have a Venser or another answer. Opponent gets in with Snapcaster and a bunch of random tokens. So we eat a token, drop to 11. Opponent passes. Resto, play the island. It's falling apart. We got our opponent to 2 life and it's falling apart. Oh, so close. Opponent attacks. The other issue for our opponent is this is game 2 and they are taking an incredibly long time. So our opponent timing out is an actual thing that could happen. Down to 7. Opponent passes. Well, let's pass the turn. Stop on our opponent's upkeep. Path Pyromancer. Snapcaster. They're just going to kill the Trickster. 4 Fatal Push. Alright. Fatal Push gets the token. Kills our Trickster. So now we kill Pyromancer. Opponent goes attacking. Well, condemn Snapcaster. Take 3, down to 4. I don't think we have any, or down to 3. I don't know if we have any draws that really save us here. Wistful Selkie, draw a card. Into Seagate Oracle, draw a card. Into Seagate Oracle. Technically, this is enough blockers that we don't just die. But that's trusting that our opponent has literal nothing. Opponent untaps. Block, 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 go to 1. Master of Waves. I mean, if our opponent's on literal blanks, we're not dead. Revolt has not been triggered, right? It has not. Oh my goodness. The downside of Fatal Push. Jumping the gun. Faithless Looting. Oh, that can find our opponent an answer, though. Removal spell, we're dead. We're living life on the very edge. Opponent. Thaw Scour. Okay, not dead yet. Stayed alive. Stay. Swings with everything. I mean, I guess they can Teamer Battle Rage for lethal. Block, block, block. Are we dead? Oh my god. Double striking elemental token. Fair enough. Double striking elemental. Well, there is a bit of good news here. The good news is our opponent is trying to break the record for slowest Death Shadow player, and they have like 3 minutes on their clock. Bad news is they are playing Death Shadow, so they definitely can just kill us very quickly if they get the right draw. So the clock might not actually matter. All right. I mean, we're going to keep this. We hope to hit lands and things that work with our Nabans. So we'll see. Opponent. Cycle Street Wraith. Flooded Strand. And passes. We'll play Glacial Fortress. Play Naban. Pass the turn. We definitely need to find lands. Opponent cracks. Watery Grave. Untapped. And Thought Scours. Opponent. Bloodstained Mire. Cracks Bloodstained Mire. Blood Crypt. Untapped. Faithless Looting. Well, come on lands. Come on lands. And there's a Death Shadow. Land, please. No land. Well, get in with Naban. Opponent takes it down to 10. Path Death Shadow. Pass the turn. Come on, lands. Polluted Delta. Opponent cracks it. Fails to find. Think our opponent's rushing because of the time. Terminates Naban. Yep. Land. Give us a land. All right, that works. So play Naban. I mean, it's a tap land, but it's still a land. Port Town tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent. Opponent. What do you got? What do you got? Steam Vents. Untap down to 7. We do got to be careful not to get one shot. Snapcaster. 4 terminate. Well, we would love to just draw another land here. So down goes Naban. Come on, untap land. Opponent passes. Untap land? All right. Well, Seagate Oracle's not the worst. Seagate Oracle, go digging. 4 land. Take Prairie Stream, play Prairie Stream. Pass the turn. Young Pyromancer. And there's a Death Shadow. Opponent passing. Well, pass the turn. Stop on our opponent's upkeep. Path Death Shadow. Whew. All right. Threat averted, threat averted. Flashes back Faithless Looting. Makes a token. Our opponent's going to run out of time. And I'm not actually unsure if they would even win this match if time wasn't an issue. We've dealt with 2 Death Shadows. And I think we might actually just be favored. Untap. Play Glacial Fortress. Pass the turn. I think with this hand, we probably would win the game if it continued. And our opponent, out of time. Out of time. Out of time. I think we would have won anyway. I honestly do. I think we would have. I think we would have pulled it off. This hand is solid. We have a Condemn, so another Death Shadow answer. We can Resto, Flicker this, start getting it in the air, Master of Waves, Trickster. I feel like we were favored, even without time being a concern, but sweet. Taking out Death Shadow. Taking it down. All right. Budget Magic time. Playing some Blue-White Naban, and we're going to try this. We're going to try it. We'll see, we'll see. We got Nabans. We don't have currently a Merfolk to go with our Silvergill. We do have Venser, which by itself with Naban is pretty insane. So drawing a land is not the worst. Drawing a Merfolk is awesome. We even have an extra Naban in case the first one gets killed, which happens roughly 94.5% of the time. Something like that. Alright, Island, go. Opponent. What are they up to? Eldrazi Temple. And, oh, this is hardcore, super fast Eldrazi. Eldrazi Mimic. Well, play the Island, play Naban. Ship the turn. If they have a second Eldrazi Temple. No Eldrazi Temples. Blink Moth Nexus. Eternal oh, they have a bunch of cards hiding out there, including a million Simian Spirit Guides. Alright, so we're taking 3. Down to 17. Opponent passes. Well, I think plan A is Field of Ruin, Eldrazi Temple. Take a Plains. Pass the turn. Hopefully next turn we can double Venser. And then if we find like, yeah, got him. Off the top, Eldrazi Temple 2.0. Alright, fires up Blinky and goes attacking. And let's Path Mimic. Ooh, no more basics. Take our beats down to 13. Opponent passes. Play Prairie Stream. Get in with Naban. Man, drawing... do we just want to double bounce lands? That might be the best. Yeah, let's do that. Venser. Bounce Eldrazi Temple. Bounce Blink Moth. Put our opponent down to 1 land. Come on, Resto. Come on, Resto. Come on, Resto for the whammies. Oh, Resto would be so good. Or another Venser would be insane. Worst case, we can double up this Silvergill, which is not the end of the world. Opponent gets in with Eternal Scourge. Oh, man. Venser. Give us Venser. Or Resto. Either one. Either one. Chalice on 1. We don't have 1-drops. So, well, we have a path, but not many. We'll play Port Town, revealing Prairie Stream. Bad mode, a Silvergill. Draw 2. Land. Oh, God. God almighty. No, not like this deck. Not like this. Hit our opponent. Oh, that was the saddest. We were really hoping to hit some sort of action off that Silvergill. Opponent, gonna get in. We are gonna take it. Yep. Down to 7. Sure. Temple. Mana Reshaper. We really need an action card. Well, not exactly. Expensive Silvergill. There's the Venser, but... I'll play Prairie Stream. Pass the turn, see if we keep living. We have double Venser for next turn. Also double... well, we'll see. Here comes... Reality Smasher? It's smashy. Opponent. Attacks with everything. So block... Actually, how do we want to do this? I don't know if we want to kill that. Yeah, I guess we do. Block, 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 go to 2. Yeah, block, 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 go to 2. Opponent gets a free look at something with Mana Reshaper. Another Blink Moth. Opponent passes. I'll play Wistful Selkie. Draw 2. Unfortunately, we can't path. Play Port Town. Reveal the island. Get in with Naban. Pass the turn. Another Blink Moth. Fires up Blink Moth. Fires up Blink Moth. And now we are dead. Opponent goes attacking. Play Venser. Oh, this is so bad. Bounce Blink Moth. Bounce Blink Moth. We were so close. With the double Eldrazi Temple draw. But now we just have to double chump, which is so bad. Drop to 1. We lose our Venser. Also very bad. Opponent passes. Play Seagate Oracle. Resto. We're still dead, aren't we? We are. So close. The third Blink Moth. Oh, wow. Yeah, none of this stuff saves us. Holy mother mercy, that was close. That was incredibly close. It didn't work out, obviously, but man, our opponent had the absurdiest of draws, and we almost got him. Jeez, that was a little disappointing. Kind of was hoping that was gonna actually work. All right, run it back. Run it back! I mean, I think we're just, like, favored, but high variance modern. All right, we're on the play, and this hand's fine. I mean, Naban, Trickster, Seagate Oracle, that's essentially what we're looking for. Opponent doing their fast mana thing. Exiles a Scavenger Grounds. Well, Prairie Stream, go. Opponent, Mutavault, and Eldrazi Mimic. Yep. Well, Port Town, untapped. Yeah, let's play Naban. I'm expecting our opponent's going to go like Eldrazi Temple, Thought Not Seer, but I always think that against Eldrazi Temple decks. You just assume that they have it. At least I do. Blink Moth. Alright, not Eldrazi Temple, although they still get to Thought Not Seer. Or they have Walking Ballista. Kills our Naban. Alright, life is pretty bad. Gets it. Just like standard, Walking Ballista, good against Naban. We'll play an island, pass the turn. Gotta try to do some ambushing. We'll see if it works. Ghost Quarter. Fires up Mutavault. Fires up Blink Moth Nexus. Opponent goes attacking. Well, Merfolk Trickster. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. We're blocking the Walking Ballista. So kill Walking Ballista. Take our beats. Would have been nice to kill a land there, but Walking Ballista just shuts down a lot of our stuff. Down to 12. Opponent passes. Play the island. Get in with Trickster. And pass the turn. Opponent. Scavenger Grounds. Fires up Blink Moth. Fires up Mutavault. Goes attacking. Well, now we're going to attack the lands. Restoration Angel. Blink Trickster. Hit Mutavault. Block Mutavault. Block Blink Moth. Put our opponent back down to 3 mana. And this is kind of where we want to be. Play Seagate Oracle, go diggin', take a resto, play an island, get in with resto, and I feel like we're just in pretty good shape now. Opponent down to 15, and Chalice on 2. Alright, so let's Trickster, tap down, Mimic. That does shut down a lot of our things. Opponent passes. I'll play a Plains, go attacking. Opponent down to 9, pass the turn. We're putting up a good game even without Naban, though. Ghost Quarter. Opponent goes attacking. Alright, whatever. Resto. Blink Oracle. Take. Well, can't cast it, but that's fine. Eat Mimic. And game? Did we just get there? Oh, opponent's got something. And our opponent scoops it up. Alright, that was pretty good. As far as sideboarding, run it back. That worked. That worked. Well, I guess we're going to keep this on the draw. We got a path, which is helpful. We got a Naban. Hopefully we find another land. That's the main thing we're missing. Opponent, Scavenger Grounds. Off to a sort of slow start. Eldrazi Mimic. Alright. And passes. We'll play the island, play Naban, pass the turn. Hope for no blowouts. Gemstone Caverns. Opponent gets in 4-2. Well, we'll take it. Down to 18. And there's Ballista to kill Naban, I'm assuming. Kills Naban. Alright. We'll play Glacial Fortress, play Naban Part 2. Pass the turn. Come on, land. Land. Seagate Wreckage. Thought Not Seer. Well, path Thought Not. So we draw a card. Resto. Alright. Opponent probably has to take Venser, I would assume. Takes... Interesting. That's not what I would have guessed. Well, if we draw land, we are suddenly in the shape of our lives. Down to 14. Land. Selkie. Well, that's not the best. Play Seagate Oracle, go digging. Take a Glacial Fortress, go digging. Take a... I guess Reflector Mage. Play Glacial Fortress, get in with Naban. Oh, what are the last cards in our opponent's hand? Oh, if we had a land that turn for Venser, I think we just win. Opponent, what do you got? What are the last cards? Land. I think another Ballista is the card we're most scared of. Mimic, okay, that's not on the list. Matter Reshaper, also not on the list. Okay, game on, game on. Opponent gets in for 3. Yeah, let's take it. Down to 11. Opponent passes. All right, pass the turn. Trusting in this Venser, Blink Moth. Opponent goes attacking. Well, we will take it. Down to 8. Yep. Chalice on 1. That's fine. Opponent gets to draw a card. That's not ideal. Well, we get to Venser. Double trigger. Bounce Matter Reshaper. Bounce Eldrazi Mimic. Untap. Play the land. Get in with Oracle. Opponent takes it. Yeah, pass the turn. Ratchet Bomb. Sure. We do not care about Ratchet Bomb. Matter Reshaper. So let's Resto. Blink Venser. Double trigger. Bounce Matter Reshaper. Bounce Eldrazi Mimic. And more Ratchet Bombs. Yup. Opponent passes. Play Prairie Stream. Attack with everything. Silvergill Adept. Reveal Selkie. Draw 2. And pass the turn. I think we might have done it. I think we might have got there. Takes up Ratchet Bomb. Takes up Ratchet Bomb. Mimic. Yup, that's fine. Thought Not Seer. So we let that resolve. And this should do it. We Resto Venser. Bounce the 2 creatures. And this is how we drew it up. We were just tempoing our opponent out of the game with Naban. Bounce it, draw a card, bounce it. And even if our opponent has a creature for blocking, we just Reflector Mage it. And that is Naban taking down colorless Eldrazi pretty convincingly. Play the island, Wistful Selkie. I don't know what they could have with 1 mana that would be a problem, but there's no reason not to draw first and try to hit another Venser or something. All right, well, go attacking. And is that game? Is that game? Swing with the crew. Ratchet Bob's a bit slow. And opponent a bit dead. Naban and Modern. Venser, Resto, Naban. It is a combo. Opponent scoops it up. That was pretty impressive. That was exactly what we're trying to do. That is it. That is it. That is it. Sweet. All right, budget magic time. Playing some blue-white Naban in Modern. And, yeah, we'll keep this. No Naban, but we have a fine-ish curve. Opponent's on the play. Sacred Foundry. Untap. Down to 18. All right, Goblin Guide reveals Wistful Selkie. I mean, if we somehow live long enough to Master of Waves, it could be legit-ish. Prairie Stream, go. Goblin Guide. Gets in. Land. Seagate Oracle. Ugh, slow. A smidge slow. Burn is a matchup where I think we have a chance, but we would much rather be on the play. Glacial Fortress. Go. Boros Charm. Down to 12. Yes, it's just going to be a smidge on the slow side. So Goblin Guide gives us more Seagate Oracles. Yeah. Down to 10. Opponent passes. So step 1, Reflector Mage. Although, I would not be surprised if our opponent had 10 damage in hand. Definitely a possibility. Bloodstained Mire cracked. Skullcrack to 7. Bounce the Goblinist of Guides. Pass the turn. Opponent. Lightning Bolt to 4. That's dead to Boros Charm range. Alright, opponent's not killing us yet. Alright, opponent passes. Resto. Well, play the island. Get in with Reflector Mage. Alright, pass the turn. Resto's only 1 less damage than Master of Waves. Alright, Wooded Flail's cracked. Opponent untaps. Bloodstained Mire. Goblin Guide attacks. Well, we get a land, so let's Restoration Angel. Skullcrack to 1. Are we dead? It looks like. Mountain and Helix. Yep, that is enough burn. Oh, dear. Okay, so Sunscourge Champion in. That's our main plan. We can bring in Condemns. I don't know if it's actually worth it. Negate also has some appeal. What do we want to go down? Maybe like a Venser, maybe even 2 Vensers. Let's go down 2 Vensers and a Wistful Selkie. Actually, 2 Wistful Selkies. And go up to 2 Negates. And let's just run it like that. All right, we are on the play, and Okay, on the play, there's a chance that this works. There is a chance. Trickster to stop something, double Master of Waves. That could be a thing. The only thing that would make it better would be maybe a bit of life gain. Our Sunscourge champion. That would be sweet. Vantage. Monastery Swift Spear. Opponent gets in for 1. Yep, down to 19. Well, Island, go. Mountain. Swift Spear. So easy to get blown out. So easy. Yeah, let's tap 1 down. This is a pretty big draw step. Tap down Swift Spear. Opponent passes. Alright, Prairie Stream, go. Another Trickster is a pretty good draw here. Yeah, no attacks. It's also more blue mana symbols for Master. Bloodstained Mire. Well, Trickster, part 2. Tap down Swift Spear. Opponent passing. Oh boy, here they come. Play an island, and yeah, Master Waves, Pro Red, make some elementals. Are they gonna kill Trick? Oh, okay, okay. Life is pretty good. Do we even attack? Yeah, let's just pass. We want to attack with these elementals that are going to be even huger when we play Master Waves Part 2 next turn. Opponent's only got 4 cards in hand, which is not enough to actually kill us. Opponent plays a land. Eidolon, sure. It's a jump blocker. Well, our opponent's hand has not been very good anyway. Opponent passing. Well, our opponent's just going to cry, I think, when we cast Master 2.0. Not sure any red deck has ever beat this hand. Let's do some attacking. Not a bad turn 5. That's a lot of power. Trickster, Master, 11 elementals, and yeah, that's how you beat Burn. We were on the draw though. We're gonna be on the, or we were on the play. We're gonna be on the draw this game, which makes it a little more questionable. Maybe Condemn's worth it on the play. Goblin Guide, Swift Spear. Let's go down to Venser for a Condemn. Try it like that. Okay. Unfortunately, we have the slow path because of our budget mana base. So it's not like we just kill Goblin Guide on turn 1. Ooh, no Goblin Guide. Okay, that's good. Opponent cracks. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. Rift Bolt suspended. Oh, Prairie Stream, go. His hand's shaping up. We don't have any life gain, but it's not a bad hand. Rift Bolt hits us down to 17. Sacred Foundry down to 15. And Eidolon of the Great Revel. Opponent passes. How do we want to do this? Well, Prairie Stream, go. I think we're just going to have to path this Eidolon. Opponent gets in. Yep. Well, gotta do it. Path Eidolon down to 15. Opponent gets a free land. And passes. Play the island. Silvergill, reveal Master Waves. We need to hit our land drops. Alright, there's our land drop. Pass the turn. No burn spell to face either. Bloodstained Mire. Searing Blaze. Down to 12. Opponent passes. Well, Port Town, reveal the island. Play Naban. Pass the turn. We still could just be dead, though. Opponent gets a mountain. Searing Blaze, part 2. Alright, no Searing Blaze. Grim Lavamancer. What is our opponent's hand? I mean, run out Trickster. Tap Lavamancer. Untap. Play an island. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 10. Do we just Master? Yeah, Master. See if our opponent has a path from the sideboard. Pass the turn. Come on, no path. They do have the path. Alright. Grab an island. So, things are sketchy still. Opponent. Passing. We'll go to combat. Attack with Trickster. Alright, opponent kills Naban. Sure. Reflector Mage. Bounce Lavamancer. Reflector Mage. Random Dork. Pass the turn! Pass the turn! Are we dead? I have no idea what our opponent's hand is. Goblin Guide, sure. That's fine. Opponent. Are we going to win this? Is this actually going to be a win? Silvergill Adept. Well, go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent blocks. Drops to 4. Pass the turn. I have no idea what our opponent's hand is. No idea. I mean, we know about Lavamancer, but otherwise. Lava Spike, 9. I think we might just be winning this. Opponent passing. Well, let's Resto. Blink Reflector Mage. Yup. Bounce Grim Lava Mancer. They must have Deflecting Palms. Play a land. Go attacking. And game? Lightning Bolt to Reflector Mage. Okay. And Deflecting Palm. Oh, so I guess it's possible we could still lose. It's possible. Oh, no. Oh, no. Say it ain't so. Lava Mancer, yes, that's fine. Just not 2 burn spells. No. Oh, opponent put the bolt at themselves. They didn't have the answer and we got there. Whoo, man. Deflecting Palm, high risk, high reward. We saw it be super not great there. I guess that makes sense if that's what was rotting in our opponent's hand. Oh, man. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Sweet. All right. Budget magic time. Ugh. Mulliganing with Naban in Modern. We'll keep this. Hopefully we have a white source on top of our deck. That would go a long way. But we'll keep. All right. We're going to keep the blue source. At least it gets us to Wistful Selkie, which gives us another draw to find a white source. Concealed Courtyard. Thraben Inspector. Yep. Some sort of like Eldrazi and taxes, probably. Island. Go. Probably going to get a free kill here with this Trickster, I would assume. Opponent goes attacking. Yeah, I mean, eat it. Just eat it. Yep. Thraben Inspector, block it. Caves of Koilos. And Thalia. White mana? Yeah, let's Seagate Oracle. Seagate Oracle's better at... Ugh. Alright, gotta take Glacial Fortress with 2 Reflector Mages in hand. We just have to. Also, Seagate Oracle's better at blocking Thalia than Wistful Selkie, which does not block Thalia at all. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? Ghost Quarter. Arbiter. But not Ghost Quartering. Okay. And Thraben Inspector. Sure. Opponent passes. Well, Glacial Fortress, let's just Reflector Mage, bounce Arbiter, and get in with Oracle. Alright, we tried. We tried. Opponent makes the right block. Pretty much a free attack. Like, we have blockers. There's, probably not going to work, but might as well make the opponent do the right thing. Opponent. This might end up being a long, grindy matchup. Flicker Wisp. Oh, come on, opponent. Seagate Oracle. You got a Reflector Mage. Actually, any of our creatures. Yeah, Thraben Inspector. Makes sense. And a tap land. Opponent passing. Kind of just want to draw land here, I think. Restoration Angel. All right, let's just pass. Leonin Arbiter. And Mutavault. Opponent goes attacking. Well, we're going to go for it. Restoration Angel. The blowout here is path plus also Ghost Quarter our white source. Alright, Oracle resolves. Well, we'll take Naban. Block Flicker Wisp. Opponent does Ghost Quarter our white source. Yep. And Fatal pushes. Alright, opponent did have the full Monty, I would call it. White source? Alright, we get our white source back. Play Naban. And pass the turn. Untapping with Naban here seems pretty good. Horizon Canopy. Opponent. Gonna flicker in. Flickers in for 3. Down to 17. Opponent can refuel with all these clues. Well, Silvergill Adept. Reveal Wistful Selkie. Opponent runs out of Resto. Oh my goodness. The annoyance is in full effect. Opponent. Really? You're that kind of annoying person? And we don't get a land, so we got to pass. That was not exactly how we were hoping that was going to go. Oh, man. Boo! 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 Opponent. Let us draw our cards. Opponent. Cracks a clue. Cracks a clue. Opponent's refueling. Finds a swamp, so if they found a fatal push, it's live. Gets in with the Flyers. Yep. Down to 11. Well, play Reflector Mage. Bounce Resto. Bounce Flicker Wisp. Get in with Reflector Mage. Opponent takes it. Our situation's not great. Opponent has flyers, we don't. We're bouncing things we don't especially want to bounce, like Restoration Angel. Opponent draws more cards. Opponent's drawing a million extra cards. And they still have this Arbiter in case they draw a Ghost Quarter, just to put us off white mana. What do you got, opponent? Flicker Wisp. Gonna untap their land, so they'll still have Resto mana. Oh, okay. No Resto mana. That's good. Opponent passes. Oh, just kidding. So they do have Resto mana. We draw a path. That's interesting. That's actually pretty good. So I think what we do here is Seagate Oracle. Oh, no! Thalia. Our mana situation. Boo. The plan. Ugh. That was bad. That was I mean, we would have done the same thing anyway, but we don't get the Naban value because they can flicker, resto, etc. Yeah, this combo's annoying. Yeah, if we had one more land, then we could have just pathed the Flicker Wisp and life would be good. So, Seagate. Oh, God. And we did not find a land? Oh, boy. Now we might just be straight up dead. That was not ideal. And a Ghost Quarter. Yep. Ugh. The running is not in our favor. The Magic Gods are frowning on Naban. I don't know what we did to anger the Magic Gods, but they are not happy. Not even a little bit happy. Opponent gets in. Yep. Oh, Magic Gods. Why? Why do you hate us? Thraben Inspector, sure. Oh, dear. That was the nightmare. Opponent passes. All right. I guess we pass the turn. This has been a brutality. Opponent's going to draw some extra cards. Yeah, not hitting our land drops has been very bad for us. Extremely bad for us. Ghost Quarter. Opponent goes to combat. Now we get Strip Mined. Ugh. Yep. Wow. Ay, 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 ay. I feel like we're in such good shape in that match, but I don't even think we change anything. I think we just like straight up are. I feel like we're favored in that matchup, but boy, it did not work out that game. All right, run it back. Run it back. Hope that the Magic Gods have gotten over their anger. All right, we are on the play. I mean, we'll try it. We'll try it. We'll see. Hopefully we hit our land drops. Silvergill should help. Magic Gods evening things out a bit. Opponent going to 5. Island, go. Opponent, Plains. And Ether Vial. Alright. Whale. Field of Ruin. Silvergill. Reveal Silvergill. Draw a card. Okay, land is good. Would rather it not be tapped, but still. Vial, up to 1. Swamp for our opponent. And passes. Well, Silvergill, reveal Master of Waves. Untap land, please. All right, Port Town off the island. That was what we wanted. Now I feel like we're in pretty good shape. Get in with Silvergill, especially with our opponent mulliganing. We are in pretty good shape now. Down to 18. Yep. And pass the turn. Ooh, Vial? Opponent has a Thraben Inspector? They do. Kind of surprised they didn't block with that, but Opponent sacks a clue. Yep. Draws a card. Untaps. Vial up to 2. Gets in. Yeah, we'll take it. Down to 19. Opponent passes. Well, playing Island. Go attacking. Opponent takes it. And yeah, let's just pass. Vial's in. Ooh, Dark Confidant. Well, alright. I guess we gotta just path that. Don't really want our opponent drawing cards. Opponent does get a land. It's a Plains. Vial going up to 3. Flicker Wisp range. More Dark Confidants with Flicker Wisp protection. I'll play a Plains, play Naban, play Reflector Mage, opponent Vials, in Flicker Wisp. On Naban, interesting. Okay, so we'll just Reflector Mage Dark Confidant and go attacking. Opponent trades. We get back Naban. Vial, up to 4. Don't usually see Vial up to 4 that often. Opponent. Getting frisky. They must have Resto stuck in hand. Hits us down to 16. Well, go to combat, attack with everything, and this might just be the Venser blowout. Vials in, Resto, okay, Flicker Wisp, flickered, Flicker Wisp targets, land, interesting, okay, hits our port town, so we'll let our opponent block, see how they block, blocks, well, let's Venser, bounce Ether Vial, bounce, I guess Flicker Wisp. We're going to lose Reflector Mage, but that's fine. Bouncing the Ether Vial sets our opponent way back. Paths Venser. We'll grab a Plains. Jeez. Alright. Zealous Persecution. Alright. Alright, that was an odd blowout, but a blowout nonetheless. Dark Confidant returns. And Ether Vial. Well, getting rid of this Bob would be nice. Opponent gets in. Down to 13. We'll play Seagate Oracle. Take Glacial Fortress. Play Glacial Fortress. Play Master of Waves. And pass the turn. This is a risky Bob deck. Dark Confidant. Gives our opponent a free Ghost Quarter. Vial up to 1. There's a Ghost Quarter. And goes attacking. Down to 10. Opponent. Flicker Wisp. On a Plains. Okay. Gets back the Plains. Paths Master of Waves. I'll grab an island. Play Master of Waves. Get in with Seagate Oracle. Play Port Town. Pass the turn. See what our opponent hits off this Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant. Tectonic Edge. Vial up to 2. Opponent. Getting frisky. Well, let's Resto. Blink Oracle. Yup. Opponent pass Resto. Good lord, good lord. The value of Dark Confidant. Well, now we're going to need to run good. Take Merfolk Trickster. Drop to 4. Opponent. Tech Edge. Blade Splicer. Good lord. Good lord. Alright, so Field of Ruin the Tech Edge. Grab an island. Play Naban. Pass the turn. Opponent gets that sweet, sweet Dark Confidant value. Dark Confidant. Leonin Arbiter. Okay. Yeah, this Bob is wrecking us. Opponent. Tech Edge. Arbiter and 1 unknown. Cast the Arbiter. We're going to need a top deck. Opponent goes to combat. So we Trickster. Opponent Vials. And that does it. Whoo! My God! Orzhov Pontiff and Zealous Persecution. Well, that build of Death and Taxes seemed like it was built with Naban in mind. Somehow. So many Goblin Chainwhirlers. Just like standard. The nightmare carries over. Well, I guess you're not going to win them all. Not going to win them all with Naban in Modern. So what do we learn this week about blue-white Naban in Modern? And overall, video matches, we went 4-1, which is pretty impressive. There was one other match against this weird wall deck where we got mana screwed, discarding the hand size both games. We did lose, but it was not interesting at all because we literally just got mana screwed both times. So I didn't end up showing that one, which puts us at 4-2 overall. So here we have kind of a good news, bad news situation. Good news is the record was solid and we crushed a lot of very tier decks. We beat Humans, maybe the best deck in the format. We beat Colorless Eldrazi, a legit deck. We beat Burn, we beat Death Shadow. That's kind of like a who's who of the top tier of the Modern format. So it's not like we were just beating up on really bad decks. We were playing against legit top tier Modern decks and beating them with our Reflector Mages and Tricksters and Nabans and Restoration Angels. On the other hand, we did get slightly fortunate to play a lot of creature decks. If we had played against like Storm into Ad Nauseam, into just stuff that doesn't really care about Reflector Mages and Merfolk Tricksters and all of our stuff, then things might have been a little bit worse record-wise. But overall, I was really impressed with the deck, and I was impressed with how well the deck worked when we didn't have Naban. So that's kind of like the test of a Naban deck, similar to like Heartless Summoning. If your Heartless Summoning deck is great when you have Heartless Summoning, of course it is because you're a Heartless Summoning deck, but can it function when you don't have Heartless Summoning? And in our matches, we didn't draw Naban sometimes. That's going to happen. Naban died sometimes, which that is also going to happen. It's a 2-mana 2/1, so it dies to everything. But even with Naban dying, and even with no Naban being drawn, our deck still functioned really well. We were able to just play these value-y creatures, tap our opponent out, eventually overwhelm our opponent with random dorks or land a Master Waves to just close out the game. So the deck felt really good. If you like kind of tempo-y decks, you like Panharmonicon, you like playing really sweet value creatures, it seems like a pretty legit budget option for Modern. So pretty happy with how it turned out overall. Even keeping in mind, if we played mono combo, probably would be worse, even though we do have a lot of good sideboard cards for those matchups. So anyway, that's been Blue-White Naban for Modern, and that's been our Budget Magic deck for this week. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.